Yeah, we're going to see some interesting gameplay. You know, this is such a nice map. Have you actually played it, Fuego?
Affirmative.
Yeah, I've played it a few times. Not particularly my favourite. It does play well, of course. Once you get used to it, of course you do adjust. But yeah, it's very similar, apparently, what I've heard from the actual map maker, to Radar.
Yeah, that's right. If you hang out with King Jackal at all in IRC, he's been spamming everybody with a link to his homepage, where he's had an analysis of Rommel set up because, as the competition organizer, he's wanted to get the timings, the spawn timing correct and that kind of thing. The MGL is well known for its bias towards the attacking side, and so KJ actually went and did a really in-depth analysis of this map, and he basically compared it to Frostbite and Radar combined. So,
Thanks.
well, we've had all the players ready up, and we're about to start for the first round. We've got ETX as Axis and Clan Illusion attacking.
Fight! Okay, battle's on. Here I am following Vittori, and he's right behind Musha. And they're heading through the actual one of the exits. Looks like they're heading perhaps east. I'm not too sure exactly on the directions on this one, but I'll just guess my way through.
No, they've gone for the west gate, and interestingly enough, ETX have set up a very heavy east gate defense, so it looks like they're running around each other at the moment. We've got dynamite down at the west gate. Now, of course, when the west gate falls, the forward bunker becomes a permanent spawn for the allies. Until it blows, though, we're going to have the forward bunker changing hands, and it's at the moment in the hands of the Axis.
We've captured the forward bunker.
5 seconds on that dynamite.
Okay, so looks like allies have secured the forward bunker.
We destroyed the west entrance.
Few men down.
Okay, we've got Whitface and Nihilist from Clan ETX. They are camping the east gate. They've got a couple of mines down and an MG42 ready to meet anybody coming along the east gate. I wonder if they've got the command post up. I'll just go and have a look. No, there's no command post up.
Can I ask you, what is Forsaken doing? Have they got the docks already?
Need a medic.
I haven't heard
Because he just ran right past the docks.
I haven't heard a call for the docks. No.
I don't know if he knows what he's doing.
Dynamite planted.
Well, I wonder if we've got a Clan Illusion coming in here cold for the first time on this map.
I couldn't believe it. He was actually just walking straight past. He actually could have made a... yeah, here we go. Someone's grabbed it.
Oh yeah, we've got the docks grabbed and they're going round. It looks like they're going to try and get up past the ally spawn. They've been cut down. Cut down.
Diablo's cut him down. Oh, great SMG work there by Diablo and his teammate Content.
Okay, I'm just following.
Also looks like D-Monk was in the scene.
I'm following Colt at the moment, and we've got an allies attack all together coming down through the west gate. They're opening fire now on ETX, who are meeting them right at the entrance to the key building. Colt is up inside. He's a field ops. He's taken about halfway damage, and he's cut down. He's dropped the objective.
No, ETX is still down here with the key room. Looks like there's a couple of allies in the key room about to make a grab. But ETX seems to be keeping it real.
Aye. Although it looks like they're pretty thin on the ground now. Oh, we've just had two illusionists run right past the documents again. What are these guys doing?
Oh, that's fairly noobish stuff there.
Yeah, I think they just don't even know that the key is what you've got to grab. Here comes Musashi, and he's managed to get it. He seems to know that there's a key to grab, and he's now got to run out of here. I wonder if they know where to take it.
Seems like he's going up through the tank.
That's right, he's all alone, he's got no support. Oh, affirmative. Now, I don't know if he realizes. Oh, okay, he's through the door. He's through the door. No, he's through the door, and he's camping next to the door, past the tanks. He's in view of where the docks need to be delivered. Now, I can see there are a bunch of mines out there, but I think they're going to be too close to the actual docking points. Oh, he's been spotted by Captain 581.
He's been spotted here. The Axes have seen him.
Forsaken is here to support him. Captain 581 is taken down, and here come the rest of the allies. A bit of SMG
Objective
action,
secure.
and they have capped the key. 10:41 remaining on the clock. We're just waiting for a plant now.
Could be a quick plant here. There's a big rush. Here comes the 3 allies in the actual objective area.
Oh, we've got a plant going down.
Make a plant.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a plant going down. ETX are coming in. The plant is down. ETX are scrambling. They've managed to cut down the plant defenders. Are they going to be able to
Can they
defuse?
defend us? Annihilus is going for a defuse. Will he make it? Oh, well done, son.
There you go. Back to the action. Now, of course, it's not helping that parts of Illusion's clan do not know where the docks are. There are a couple of them just running around. Nadius and Kado are just running around on the rooftops near the access spawn, not going for the key at all.
I've seen
Oh no, it's been taken.
Chickens run better than that, Chrisis.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Key's gone. I don't know where it is. Oh, of course the key's been delivered, so they don't need to fetch the key again. Oh man, that's a bit noob of me.
Oh, of course, good.
Okay, here comes Kato. Oh, he's been analed by Captain 581, showing SMG styles.
Oh, keeping it real there, Michael.
Okay, it's all quiet on the cistern front at the moment. We've got some artillery strike going down from the east gate. We've got lots of mines in front of the cistern door, and we've got a couple of campers on the inside of the cistern, just checking out the action around the swimming pool there. And here comes the first ally, but he's all by himself, and he's cut down. Musashi arrives, he's taking on Diable, and he manages to take him out.
Looks like he's got some support by for Forsaken. Mushi's looking to get himself in there, but they don't realise that they're about to run over some mines. Perhaps they can avoid them.
Oh, there you go. 3 mines, 2 mines go down, and that's 2 of Illusion down. We've got 1 engineer remaining, and there's a little battle between the 2 engineers, Nihilist and Vittori, but then Vittori's cut down by the ETX support. ETX Contempt taking another kill.
Looks like the Ill Boys are going in groups of 1 and 2s, because I've just followed Mushi and Forsaken spawn together, so they don't seem to be doing any kind of mass kills.
Yeah, everything's a bit disparate at the moment.
Regroup.
Ah, we've got a group of 4 coming down and attacking together right now from the east. They're through into the cistern area. The battle is on, and they seem to have taken out. Yeah, they've taken out the initial defense at the cistern. Contempt is pistol whipping, and he manages to take out Musashi, but he's revived. Contempt is knifed so that he's given Vittori plants. We've got 30 seconds of defense of this dynamite to go for Illusion to cap.
Ooh, can we get a disarm here?
Oh,
Will Wireless be able to do is... Oh.
There is Captain 581 is defusing. He's defused with 12 seconds on the clock, and
word on the street, brother.
Oh, awesome! This is awesome defense by Clan ETX.
Now that was gangster.
Man, that was keeping it real. There's a bit of a lull in the battle. We're waiting for some reinforcements to come down from Illusion. Yeah, they're outside the gate now, and there's an attack going on. Diable is cut down. We've got Monk cut down, and Nihilist as well is cut down, but they're not getting gived. That's another interesting feature of this match. Nobody's giving.
That's correct. but unfortunately the guys that had died didn't have any teammates around to actually revive them, so it doesn't really matter much at this stage.
Okay, now I can tell you that Clan Illusion doesn't know this map at all. They've got a command post up, but nobody knows about spawning just outside the east gate. They're adding 10 seconds on to each attacking run. They've just arrived. Looks like a plant's going down, Fuego.
Yep, there's a plant going down. Mush is proning there away behind. Looks like he's trying to... Oh no, he's no way that he can defend that plant all by himself.
20 seconds to
like
go.
The allies could get a kill.
No, he's revived Nihilist. Nihilist is now defusing. Oh, a grenade takes him out. Where did that grenade come from?
The Tories nade, what a legend.
3 seconds, 2, 1. And the grenade goes, and we've got a team killed by... the dynamite goes, sorry, not a grenade. We've got a team killed by dynamite.
Clock is now set to 9:43, yeah? 9:43.
Awesome, that was an awesome game. Let's have a look at the stats quickly.
Sure.
Let's look at highest fragger. We've got Contempt. Contempt's actually walked away with a couple of the awards. He's got highest fragger, highest battle sense, and highest accuracy. Best engineer has got to be Musashi. Tell me, was it Musashi that planted the final dynamite that took everything out? Yes, Musashi's dynamite took out the objective. KJ's just filling Illusion in on the fact that they could have been spawning outside the east gate.
Oh, how frustrating now. They could have saved them a lot of time.
We got a couple of
but
shout-outs.
I guess at the start they had none of them had no idea where the actual key was. So
yeah, that was incredible. There were at least 3 of their team members at one stage running around that table, not picking up the damn key.
Well, I was actually following Forsaken at one stage, and he actually walked into the room and out and proceeded to go through the way of the Axis spawn.
Oh my word. Okay, we got a couple of shout-outs going on. We got a shout-out to Rage Machine, Schutzstaffel, and Eternal Darkness. Shout-out from Diablo to Satan, which is himself. Must be a schizophrenic.
I'd like to shout-out to Church. Also shout-out to Legatus, Odd Job. I've got so many shout-outs to do here. James and Burst, of course. And James' sister, just for Burst. We know how much you like his sister.
Yeah, I would like to make a shout out to Clan Volatile, now ex-Clan Volatile. Tonight's announcement that they are disbanding is surely quite a shock to the enemy territory community. We're hoping that that doesn't mean that the Vol Boys are going to be completely AFK or AWOL, whichever way you'd like to look at it. So shout out to Clan Volatile.
Yeah, that was my old clan. Unfortunate news there, but you know, as some problems did occur within the clan, stuff like personal problems, illnesses for one, which kind of didn't help one of our mates, and big kudos to Legatus. Hope you get better, mate. All the best.
Okay, so we're just waiting
okay,
on
we're waiting on
players.
2 players.
Yep. Sorry, go ahead, Fuego.
No, you're right, mate. You're right. Carry on.
Now, I wonder if we're going to have the same situation on the server tonight as we had in a couple of the servers in earlier rounds. Last night, apparently the IC versus Unknown match was interrupted because of lag on the server, so they had to switch servers. We've got 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to stopwatch round 2. Clan Illusion defending on Rommel against the Extreme East Coast Triad or something like that. Or
fight.
Okay, game is on.
God knows how you remember even that first bit. There we go, following Colt here, and he's setting a mortar on the west.
Setting
Not
up
a
a
bad idea,
mortar.
that.
Yeah, what an interesting strategy. Yeah, there's mortar coming down in the west. Where is he situated? He is at the keycard building. They've obviously planned that one out.
That was a fairly lucky move there by ETX. Not knowing that Colt was actually sending his mortar over for the west and decided to head over to the east. So well done there, ETX.
Okay, so we've got a plant at the east gate at the moment. East is going to go down in 3 seconds.
We destroyed the east entrance.
Now, they've still got the hard yards to do here because the east gate doesn't give them any advantage besides opening the way to the command post. Captain 581 is through and he's heading for where the command post is, which has not been built by the Axis. I can't believe it.
Constructed.
And I suppose the ETX will actually know that you're supposed to spawn there.
Well, King Jackal did remind
Let's see.
in MM1 that you can spawn there, so they might actually do that. We'll see. I'll watch the spawn spots if you want to keep an eye on the action.
And it looks like Mr. Captain 581 Michael is in spawn, coming from the backside. He loves coming from the backside, the Mike.
Oh yeah, that's the only way the gangsters do it, from the rear.
Dynamite planted.
We got a plant down at the west gate. I don't see anybody spawning here at the east gate, so I'm going to move right on. We've got Illusion setting up their defense around the key card. And so far everybody's inside. Nobody on the rooftops. Musashi has just been cut down on his way from spawn to the key card, and I can see over here Colt is also cut down waiting for a medic to revive him. West entrance goes down.
Let's see, we've got someone coming through the west by, and it looks like it's Nihilist. But no, he's decided to go through to the entry of the flagway, and it looks like he's heading out to the east.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, there was a mortar that dropped on the keycard building. Just having a look out to see if another mortar drops down. But that'll be something interesting. Keep those rooftops clear, excepting the rooftops don't need to be cleared. There's no sign of Illusion anywhere. I don't know where they are.
Now it looks like perhaps there's some hanging outside, but sort of coming in and fro.
Okay, we've got a bit of gunfire here. Thank goodness, breaking the monotony here of watching an empty map. It looks like the Triad has decided to come across the rooftops from an East Coast spawn. An East Gate spawn.
They're coming up above. They're coming from up above.
Oh, an attempted trick jump from the east roofs onto the objective, the keycard roof. Failed. Now the interesting thing about these rooftops is that you can lie down on top of the highest rooftops and you're completely immune from any enemy gunfire. I can hear chairs moving around on the inside. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Kato has moved a chair into one of the doorways. Now this is an interesting strategy. Block the doorways with chairs.
Yeah, I've actually seen that one before. It happened on the base map many eons ago. Well, it kind of feels like it was eons ago on RTCW, and they used to do that on the back way as you actually head up to Radar 1.
Now,
so not a bad trick. That very clever.
Besides blocking the doorways, does it do anything else, Fuego?
Well, basically, it'll probably frustrate someone that probably didn't see it or probably didn't know about it.
Oh, we've just had somebody fall down and kill himself after cutting down three of the illusionists. I'll see if I can get... Diable.
Looks like there's a few dead bodies lying around, a few carcasses being gibbed. But what's going to happen now?
This is a very quiet battlefield at the moment. Oh, we've got some fighting coming through. ETX are heading on past the Axis spawn. They're heading for the keycard. It's fairly well defended. There are mines, there is artillery falling, there is SMG crossfire. They're all getting cut down. Doesn't look like they're going to get into the keycard building today. Well, not in this one. We've got Whitface as the last one.
This is going to have to cause some rage. Now, what is Michael going to bring out of his hat of tricks? He's got to pull out some gat and sort it out gangster styles.
Yeah, we've got ETX attacking in dribs and drabs, and as we know in enemy territory, Fuego, that's never going to get you anywhere, is it?
Oh, precisely.
Objective taken.
Oh,
Looks like there's a dock grab.
There is indeed. Who's got the docks?
Michael's got it. Michael has got it. Oh, he's been taken down. He wasn't hardcore enough.
They're still in the room, though. They're still in the room, and Monk has taken the objectives again. He's dropped down to the bottom. There's a bit of confusion. Nobody's talking to each other. Where are they running to? Monk has got the objectives. He's heading towards the Axis spawn, and they've just spawned. Where have the objectives gone?
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Monk still has the objectives.
Carnage.
He's on top of the roof near the Axis spawn. I don't think he's been spotted. Oh, he has now. He's trying. Oh, and Monk defends himself from Kato by pistol whipping Kato. He's through with the docks. He's on his way to the cistern, but he's going to meet up with some defense there.
Oh, is he going to?
Oh, and he caps! Unbelievable!
Oh, he was so close. Oh, look at this. It's between Nihilist. Oh, he's just made it.
Yeah, he's cut the docks.
He made it.
That was incredible. He was cut down just as he touched the dock controls, the cistern controls, and ETX are through. They're through en masse as well. They're doing this together.
Going for a plant.
Got a plant going down.
Going for a plant.
Whitface is putting a second plant down. Now for the final defense. If these plants go, we're going to have a cap in under 2 minutes to spare.
Someone just chucked an airstrike in the water. Don't know how much use that'll be.
Oh, some awesome crossfire by ETX. In came Illusion rushing in, trying to defuse the docks, trying to defuse the dynamite, but there was awesome crossfire, and we have the Allies successfully beating the clock.
Oh, it looks like Captain 581 had that gat going and pulled it out gangster styles.
Yeah!
Man, that was awesome play. Awesome play there.
That was pretty good. I must admit, I was quite surprised, really, to see that final result. Wasn't really expecting ETX to actually come out with the goods, but I've been proved wrong, Chrisis.
Yeah, and that's the thing about enemy territory, hey? Full of surprises. Okay, we're just going to cut through to a couple of adverts while the team sort themselves out for the second round of MGL.
GameStar.com is proudly sponsored by OzForces.com.au,
The enemy's weakened.
the gaming ISP that keeps you fragging.
Excellent.
Looking for a training ground? Want a personal game server?
Yes, sir. There too.
Then visit www.ozforces.com.au for all your gaming server needs.
Wunderbar.
GameStar Radio would like to thank quickspeed.com.au. We wouldn't be on the air without them.
GameStar.
Alrighty, so we are now waiting for players to ready up. We're waiting for 10 players to ready up for the second round of Stopwatch here at the Multi-Gamers League tournament. We've got the East Coast. Oh man, I just can't get this name right. ETX. East Coast Triad Extremists. That's who they are. The East Coast Triad Extremists have capped the docks or blown up the cistern, and they have gone up 1-0 in this match.
That's a bloody good effort. That I honestly was not expecting it. Actually, before we get into anything, I've got someone that's asking for a special request, and this is a shout out again for the second time to James' sister, and it's for Burst. It's like he's in love with something, I don't know, but he's saying that I love her max. He loves her max? What's up with that?
Well, maybe that's a code word for something that we probably all love.
Match is underway, 14 seconds left to till we actually get it going.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting round. Perhaps some of the illusionists will know where they are going this time round, and that they've got to pick the little key up from the desk and run with it as fast as they can. We've got ETX going straight for the east gate once again, and this time Illusion is there to meet them. Hardcore SMGs going on.
Oh, bullets spraying everywhere, bodies dying everywhere.
Well, that's the first wave on the east gates that has been held back, cut down quite clinically, I've got to say. We've got some artillery now near the east gate, so I'm going to guess that ETX are going to head for the west, and yes, there is actually a plant that has already gone down. Nihilist playing the engineer. He's got a plant down, 20 seconds to go.
And it looks like we have some of the ill lads, a couple, Forsaken and Spud, and Kato defending the east. And they've got like, looks like 3 dynamite, landmines actually.
5 seconds and the west is down.
They've constructed a command post.
There you go, west is down, and this time we have a command post constructed by the Axis. Remember, in the last round, the Axis Illusion did not construct a command post at all. We've got ETX heading for the gate, the east gate now. A couple of mines have taken out the engineers, but they're quickly revived. They've got good support.
Dynamite plant.
Plant has gone down. More mines going off.
It looks like Ill have situated themselves in the same defensive position as they were before, so it doesn't look like any sort of strat change has taken place, so maybe they're pretty confident that what they were doing before is going to be able to hold them out.
Okay, now I can tell you that we've got 3 of the ETX players, Diablo, Contempt and Monk, heading through the west gates, setting up an initial bit of an attack. They're keeping quite clear. They've run to the right as you go out through the west gates. Oh, but Diablo's been cut down on the roofs. He's tapped out. Contempt is engaging the enemy. I think they're just running distractions.
Dynamite planted.
Well, it looks like Mosha's mine whoring, and we haven't really seen that much from Colt lately. What's the story here? You know, he's usually in action, you know, obliterating allies to pieces.
Yeah, well, in the last round he was playing with the Panzer, taking out the good old SKs. But I don't see him right now.
Construct the command post.
Just having a look around the map, I definitely do not see him anywhere. Oh, Colt isn't playing. Colt is spectating in this round.
Oh, in fact, Colt isn't playing. Oh, my bad. Oh well, continue with the game we are, and it looks like Ill keeping ETX at bay with some nice crossfire. No one seems to be getting through at the moment, so see what goes on.
Alright, now Captain 581 is just bringing up that command post. Now for those of you that are listening that have not played this map before, the command post gives the allies a double advantage. The first advantage is they get to spawn every 15 seconds instead of every 20 seconds. And the second advantage, of course, is spawning right outside that east gate. But that's only really useful, I think, when the keycard has been taken.
You might as well give them the key then, shouldn't you? I'd say they'd be fairly close once they spawn near the command post, and definitely would be beneficial to the allies. I guess we are all wanting to get caps, and if that's going to aid in that respect, then by all means that's a good idea.
Well, we've got a couple of panzers going off, but they're not actually doing any damage. Nobody's really on the rooftops. I can't see where anybody's doing anything. This is incredible. Okay, we've got ETX spawning at the east. They're coming
through. Going through the back section?
Yeah, that's correct.
The back section, yeah.
And we've got some grenade spam coming down from Nadius. He's busy performing a bit of anal action there on the ETX, coming through past the spawn. He was up on the roofs, taking them out, and that wave of attack is cut down.
Yeah, it looks like not much happening from the ETX. They seem to be having to start all over again with their pushes. Must be getting pretty frustrating for the Mike comrades. Yeah, so maybe they'll have to try something slightly different, which I suppose they have been doing, but maybe another direction.
Yeah, it's not really working. I'm following Nadius at the moment. Nadius, doesn't Nadius play for Rewind? Man, I'm sure he was in
actually,
Rewind.
He used to play for a clan.
For which clan was that, Fuego?
I'm actually quite confused, because I actually know Nadius. He was actually playing for DKV, and then he played for SS. So yeah, I suppose he's a bit of a what you call a clan whore.
Yeah, I'm convinced that he was in Clan Rewind when the Flying Cabbages played them the other night, and Clan Rewind really took it to the Cabbages, made a bit of coleslaw. But as we all know, Rewind has dropped out of the competition. So it looks like he'll slut for anybody who will let him play. It's all good as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it looks like he's definitely the slut, alright. But what an awesome slut he would be.
Yeah, slutting.
He's quite good. He's quite actually smooth with the SMG as Natius, and also he's obviously pretty well known for being such a so-called proning fag by some people.
Oh my word! All right, all the secrets coming out. Shout out to Nadius, you hardcore slut. Love the backdoor action.
And also make a slight shout out to Layden, who's just been annoying and PMing me hardcore, Michael Styles.
Oh my word. Layden's the coolest guy in ET. Shout out to Layden. Well, I can tell you, ETX are plugging away at the strategy, spawning at the east gate, coming down past the command post and then past the Axis spawn, and I can tell you now they're not getting the message. Gangster Styles, it's not working.
Something's not going right. I think Mike's going to start talking it over the comms. Oh, but looks like someone has actually grabbed the docks for one. The first dock grab, and it looks like it's Whitface. Yep, he's just made his way. Oh, is it? No, it wasn't Whitface.
Yeah, it was.
But he is still around at the docks.
That's correct. The dock carrier was cut down before he could even get out of the room. Whitface is there, running a bit of harassment, and he's hiding away. Where's the card gone? Oh, he's got a pistol, taking on Kato. Oh, and he's taken Kato out with his pistol whipping. And to add insult to injury, he knifes him to gib him. Whitface is still underneath the docks, on his own.
Camping away, he's still in there. Oh, he's down.
Cut down by Forsaken.
Forsaken takes him out.
Docks look quite safe at the moment. Forsaken's the only one that's guarding them. Nobody around the dock room, outside or inside. Bit more crossfire, I can tell
Here
you
we
now.
go. Looks like Whipface. Whipface is in. He's back in. Oh no, it's Captain Mike. Captain Hardcore Mike making a quite a vagrant attempt at grabbing the docks by himself.
You know, I think I'm seeing a bit of method to this madness. It looks like they send a main force of 4 players through from the east, past the spawn, engage Illusion, and in the meantime they've sent a couple of players, looks like Captain 581 and Whitface are the willing victims, to sneak down through the west and grab a sneak at the docks. But it's not working. We've got 5 minutes left on the clock.
It doesn't seem to be working. Yep, that's right. 5 minutes left to go, and it looks like the ETX lads are making a run from the back again. God, they love making it from the back section, don't they?
Well, I'll tell you what.
They're like the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, don't mention that. Don't mention that, man.
Oh, that's a bit not hardcore enough.
No,
Yeah,
no,
true,
no, not
hardcore
gangster,
enough.
not gangster. We've got to
Snoop
talk about.
Dogg.
Oh yeah,
You're going to be Snoop Dogg.
oh yeah, that's it. We've got some hip hop
No,
stars
that's more
over here.
gangster.
What's his name? Scribe. Shout out to Scribe.
Yeah, he's Scribe. How many dudes you know roll like this? Yes, Denny. Okay, here we are, back with the action now. We've started to stop with our singing spell and follow what's going on, and we just seen Spud take out a few people.
Oh, there was during that little singing interlude. Must apologise. There was a bit of hardcore action going on here in the dock room. A 3 versus 3 battle where unfortunately Illusion managed to come out on top and the docks are still safe. We've only got 4 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. ETX are running out of time. We may be looking at a full hold on Rommel tonight in the MGL.
It's looking highly likely at this stage as they make their way through the bottom, and Whitface is still the only medic alive, but he seems to be doing a bit of reviving.
Captain 581 heads in, trying to clean up, trying to be the last one to get in there and grab the docks, but Illusion Spud is still around. He's mid-packing himself up. Kato is in the dock room.
Oh, it's just carnage down the bottom here. Doesn't seem to be. Looks like there's a medic down here. There's a couple that weren't good, but Whitface
awesome
just never nade.
Objective taken.
Again, the docks are grabbed. Again, Kato, the last line of defense, takes out the dock carrier, and they are safe sitting there on the table. Captain 581 making a final push, but he's cut down. Oh, the East Coast Triad extremists are being cut down. They're not doing very well.
Oh, this is looking rather abysmal for the ETX boys.
Oh, we've got a couple of them entering into the dock area now. We've got grenade spam coming down from Vittori and Kato defending. Diablo is up there. He's being cut down by a 3-way crossfire. Here comes Whitface. Whitface is cut down. Vittori is... Oh man, this is just madness. We've got many trains. We've got
Absolutely.
grenade spam. We've got SMG heaven. Oh, this is awesome. The battle is still raging in the dark room, but it looks like Illusion is going to come out on top. Oh man, they've got to get some...
But it still looks like ETX is still making their way through the bottom and fighting hard, extremely hard, to get to those docks.
Yeah, now this is the way.
Looks like the ill boys are running rampant.
I tell you, the thing about this map is so much like Frostbite. You've got to be aggressive in your attack. You've got to just keep attacking. With 15 seconds as the allies spawn, they should be able to keep a steady stream of attackers and surely gain the advantage. But at the moment, ETX is not able to do it. We've got gun battles raging, ladies and gentlemen, raging!
That's precisely, Chrisis. The only problem here is that grabbing the docks is not going to do much for the ETX boys. They've actually got to take it to the actual objective, and which is the actual lock to unlock the door to make the second objective. So this is going to be a very tough situation for the ETX.
Holy shit,
Gangster
ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, if you watch 3 minutes of enemy territory demonstrations this year, you have got to watch the SMG battle that has raged with only 4 minutes to go. Here, oh no, it started with 4 minutes to go here on Rommel. We're now heading towards 30 seconds to go, which means that there will not be a plant. There will not be a plant, and there will be a full hold to Illusion in round 2.
I wonder what Michael will be saying over their NT comms.
He's probably going to cap some mofos
I
himself.
hope he didn't say something like the words of, "I'm going to pop a cap in your ass."
Oh man, please.
Well, let's just hope not, because I'm sure that would be a totally dire situation over comms, and I would be so extremely petrified to hear that from Michael's actual mouth.
Oh man, we've got a full hold. That's 15 minutes of SMG battles, grenade spam, and not much progress by the East Coast Triad extremists. Illusion holds them out for a full hold. That was an awesome battle, Fuego.
And it looks like awesome battle. Oh, awesome! I'm loving it. I just can't believe all this death and carnage happening. I mean, it's just total murder. And look at Natius. He's just bloody award whoring it.
Yeah, it's all about Illusion Nadius for this round, ladies and gentlemen. He has a kill-death ratio of 30 kills to only 7 deaths. You're going to get that with all that anal action. He was just cutting them down. You know, he was hanging about on a ledge above an entranceway that ETX were running through, and as ETX were running through, he was just cutting them down from behind.
Yeah, some great work. I'd like to make a shout out. This is another shout out for Burst, and this time it's for Kaka's sister, or formerly known as Kakashi, for all those who know him on IRC.
Oh, Kaka Slut, more like it. Wasn't he a bit like Nadius?
Oh,
Great for whoever would take him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kaka Slut.
If he's a clan out there, he'll take Kaka, he'll join you. Biggest slut out there.
Alright, we're going to just cut off to a couple of commercials. We'll be right back
Dynamite
with
planted.
more action.
Are you sick and tired of posting on the forums and getting flamed by 12-year-olds who don't know any better?
Join us, TJ and Bob, Thursday nights at 10 p.m.
Craptastic chat bag. I know if you don't have a clue what I just said then you're listening to the wrong thing. Craptastic chat bag, Thursday nights with TJ and Bob.
For gaming at the top level, you need a fast, stable, low ping. Oz Forces know what the gamer wants, and Oz Forces know what the gamer needs. So next time you get fragged, think about the connection you use. Check out www.ozforces.com.au. Oz Forces, helping you frag one peep at a time.
GameStar, the Talk Nerdy Network.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just waiting up on 5 players to ready up for the second round of the second round. Hey, Fuego, tell me something. This is the second round of the second round, right?
I think you are correct there. I think you are the knower of the score there, Chrisis.
So, am I calling it correctly? Are we in the second round of the second round, or is there something else? Is it the second round of part 2 of the match, or the second round?
It is the second round of the second round.
Oh, okay.
Because as far as I'm concerned, he'll have to actually make the plant, so if they are held out full time, it will actually be a draw. So it won't be points, it'll be points to no one.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, we've got all players readied up,
Winner takes all.
and we've got 20 seconds to go.
Ja!
Got to excuse my puppy, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my puppies. Broadcasting on the airways.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Sam. Big shout out to Albie's dog, Sam.
Fight.
Just sending the wife after the
Strange
puppies.
request, I know, but yeah.
Okay, game
Strange
is on.
people out
Sorry,
there.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. We've got game on, and ETX, what are they doing? They've set up what I would call a minimal defense around West. And as it so happens, Illusion have headed directly for the West Gate and are laying a plant down right now.
Whoops.
Yes, Musashi looks like he's seems to have run out of gauge there.
We've captured the forward bunker.
The charge bar, I should say, but he actually stuck around, waited for a minute, and now he's waiting on the plant, which is going to blow in about 22 seconds.
Was that a delayed plant?
No, it wasn't. He was just actually idling around, waiting for his charge bar to go up, I think.
Dynamite planted.
Of course, we've got in the MGL Sticky Charge 2. Sticky Charge 2 means that whatever your charge bar is at when you die, that's what it is at when you respawn. We've got the west entrance down, and we have Illusion heading through. The medic train is in full ball.
It's got the shows running, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I better not say that because EJ usually sees that. I don't want to steal that line. It would be plagiarising. But anyhow, it looks like the ill push for the bottom way had been actually thwarted.
Shout out to EJ, hardcore gangster, craptastic chatback host. Okay, so we've got ETX, and they've set up a rooftop defense basically around the dock room. They've got a couple of mines down. We are just waiting for the next wave of Illusion to arrive. Here they come. Oh no, that wasn't the next wave.
Which direction are they coming from?
That was a lone scout.
Whereabouts are they coming from, Chrisis?
He came from the cistern area, but he was all on his own, and so he got cut down. Who was that? I didn't see who it was. Yeah, they are. They're coming from the east. They're going up over the roofs near the tank room. Of course, to get up there, you have to stack. So the last couple of players are not stacking and getting over. They're just moving around behind the ETX spawn, the Axis spawn. At the moment, it's just a random exchanging of shots. No real hardcore gunfire, no battle fights. We've got
Looks
Whitface.
like there's a couple, actually 3 ill guys sitting in the Axis spawn.
Yeah, that's right. They got to be careful because they might be getting some of the. Oh, and the docks have been taken. Who's stolen the docks? Vittori has snuck
Who's got
in.
the dogs? Who's got the dogs?
He's running through the tank area now. He's he's been kill revived.
He's still got him.
ETX
met up
Houston.
with, he's getting through. He's going to cap.
No, he's not. He's cut down at the last moment. Forsaken Musashi cut down at the last moment. Right at the cistern. Controls unable to cap, and the docks are returned.
Man, that was intense.
So now we've got a scramble for the docks room. Let's see if ETX can set up their defense before the next wave of Illusion comes around. There's got to be some hectic rage going on at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, in the Illusion channel. Nobody waiting for backup.
I definitely had to see what be going on in the comms there, especially with a bit of rage.
This is madness, alright? We've got, this is just like a game of cricket. Long periods of waiting for something to happen, and then all of a sudden, mad action, and somebody's out. What do we have now? We've got a long period of...
Nobody can hit any 6s or 4s, Chrisis.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just not good enough.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Shout out to the South African cricket team dealing it to the West Indies. Gangster style.
Oh, come on, mate. I'd like to shout out to Venom. Hi to you.
Alright, we've got a bit of...
and also a shout.
Oh no, carry on, Fuego. Gone back into a lull.
Sorry, mate, you carry on.
Oh, we had a bit of submachine gun fire going. And that's all around the dock room at the moment. We've got a hard push by the illusionists, and so far they've been cut down. Captain 581 pistol whipping Vittori as his last act. Just before dying. The docks are secure at the moment. We've got quite a secure defense at the moment. Michael 581, the captain, with a hardcore 4 in a row kill, and his last one was pistol whipping.
Oh goodness, he's
some
been learning
Panzer
the
action.
gangster
Panzer action going on, but nobody is actually getting taken out of the match because the Panzer took out a person. I can't see who it was, and it was right on ETX spawn, and they're right back there in full strength. 9 minutes just gone on the clock. 9 minutes to go.
Let's see what's happening here. I'm currently following Ill Forsaken, and it looks like they've got a group pushing from the back. Seems to be that a lot of these clans like to push from the back.
That's right, Nadius is going Rambo. He's on his own at the dock room. He's just taken out one of the ETX, but Whitface is there to meet him as he enters the room and cuts him down. Nadius spawns again.
It seems that Illusion are becoming quite predictable, and the Axis are anticipating their every move.
I'm following the Nadius right now. He's just gone through the top, through the Axis spawn. He's been cut down, but he's got some support with him. Illusion Spud revives him. Is that Max Spud?
No, that's not Max Spud. That's I actually know Spud. It's a actual female. Very good SMGer.
An actual
She's one of the
female.
best. That's right. Women do actually play this game, Chrisis.
Oh yeah, the Flying Cabbages have got a girl. Shout out to Sitting Duck. Yeah, awesome girl action there. Damn,
Yeah, shout out to Diable, shout out. I'm not sure if that's Satan, perhaps, or Satan. However he's pronounced that in Polish.
You know, I just call him
The
Saz.
Max Hexer. He's the Max Hexer.
Alright, we've got Illusion making another run for the docks. A bit of proning by Musashi. Cuts down Contempt, and the objectives have been taken. Pressure is on. Nadius is carrying the docks. He's still at the dock building though. He's got some support with Musashi around him. They're heading for the tanks.
They are. It looks like somebody's chasing them. Seen a few bullets spray and marginally nick one of the actual objective killers, but he doesn't seem to be under any kind of harm whatsoever. It's Natius, and they are just waiting for some more reinforcements, and it looks like there's a few people coming in.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have the docks capped. We're going to have the docks capped. The key is delivered to the cistern, and the door is rolling down. We've got some artillery spam that's just been laid down by ETX, just keeping them out of the dock room.
This is not actually looking very good for ETX at this stage. I think Ill have got the upper hand, and it looks like somebody actually took a dive from the top and into the water. What a dive. What do you actually make out of the final objective? I mean, what do you think it is? What does it look like to you? It's like a machine or whatever.
The final objective, I think what this is a water purification plant, and that final objective is the control that actually keeps the cistern either emptying or filling. So it's something vital to those Axis to keep their desert troops in supply of fresh water. We've got a plant going down. Musashi is planting. Now that's a very good place to be planting.
Has been planted.
Dynamite planted.
Notice how
they're planting a double plant here.
that's right. We've got a double plant, and both of the plants went down behind the cistern controls in a place where the engineers were safe from any gunfire from the doorway. Looks like we're going to have a cap. Oh, we've already got good games going out.
It's going to blow in 3 seconds. Boom!
Illusion takes the round, beating the clock by 4 minutes. They cap the objective reached in 10:28. Let's take a look at those statistics. Oh, we've got Nadius whoring up the statistics again. In fact, Illusion pretty much hogs them all, except for shout out to D-Monk from ETX, who managed to take highest light weapons. But otherwise, it was all Illusion on that map.
Oh, it definitely was. Nadius once again whoring up the awards. He's a complete whore, that boy.
Okay, so MGL taking the action right down to the wire. We have got one game each to Illusion and ETX here on Rommel.
So what do you make of the game so far there, Chrisis? What are your thoughts?
Well, I've got to say that my desires, as expressed early on tonight, in terms of a close match, they're coming true. I'm really enjoying this game. There's some awesome SMG action going on. I mean, those room battles around the key card, now that Illusion know where they're going and that there is a key card there to get, man, they're just unbelievable.
Oh, it's great, eh? This is awesome ET game, this one. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. For these two clans coming together and clashing, it really has been quite a festival. An SMG festival, if I could call it.
I've got to agree with you there, Fuego. Shout out to King Jackal for organising such an awesome competition. I'm just going to break away. We will be back very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners of the jury, we're going to break for some adverts in between rounds.
Wunderbar!
GameStar proudly presents the
Multiplayer Game League.
www.mgleague.co.nz. Now being shoutcasted on the Talk Nerdy Network.
GameStar.com.
Looking for a training ground? Want a personal game server?
Yes, sir. There too.
Then visit www.ozforces.com.au for all your gaming server needs.
Wunderbar! You're listening to GameStar Network.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are listening to GameStar Radio. Thanks for joining us tonight in support of the Multiplayer Gamers League.
Welcome, gamer. You're listening to GameStar Radio, home of the finest shoutcasters on the planet.
I just have a shout out to E-Good. Yeah, another co-shoutcaster who actually shoutcasted a game yesterday that seemed to be full of just as much action itself. And also to Church. You got any more other shoutouts that you're going to make to anyone in particular?
Medic.
Anyone out there?
Oh, at the moment...
actually, shout out to Oddjob. Oh, I forgot about Oddjob. Oddjob, yay! Shout out!
Yeah, I want to make a shout out to E-Good, if he's listening. E-Good and I are probably going to be doing a shoutcast of a match on Friday. Yoi versus Unknown. He's just messaged me in IRC. So, if you are gaming on Friday night, be sure to tune in I'll get the time of that match for you later on in the show. Shout out to Egood.
Fight!
Here we go, match is underway, and it looks like the Ill Boys are pushing... Which way are they pushing? West. Looks like they're going west, doesn't it? Let's take a closer look, and...
Affirmative on that. They are heading west on mass.
East. No, it's east.
Oh, they've got a couple of players going
east?
to east. Yeah, they've got a couple of players, but really not many. They broke west, but there was an airstrike thrown down by the Triads, and that caused them to divert themselves, so they've run back across past the forward bunker and heading for the east. A couple of mines there. Oh, Musashi's going to plant.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of it.
Dynamite
He's right
planted.
in the middle of the two plants.
That's the ultimate
That
of
was
cool.
That was totally lucky.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
lucky that was. Musha, oh, what a legging. Look at that. Diffuses them all.
Lays down the plant, diffuses the dynamite, and tell me, is there a command post up? I cannot believe it. Hey! Shout out to the Triads for making a big mistake. They've left. They had an engineer right at the east gate. We know this because they've laid mines there. But he did not go through the door, and he did not build the command post.
We've captured the forward bunker.
That's going to put them on the back foot
Oh,
right from the
dearie me,
start.
Chrisis. Dearie me, that's a very silly mistake. Very, very silly mistake, and could prove to be quite costly.
Command post constructed.
It looks like the Axis have constructed the command post.
Yeah, command post. No, command
No,
post
actually,
is
sorry,
up
the
by the Allies.
That's the Allies.
Oh, and the match is paused. Why is the match paused?
What's going on here?
Captain 581 called for a pause. Somebody was lagging out, it seems.
Out of way, baby.
Yeah, it looks like D-Monk is experiencing a bit of lag.
Back underway.
He's got 150 lag. Alright, players back on. Players back on. Momentary lull. We've got ETX heading again. I beg your pardon, Illusion are heading again past the spawn. Oh, they've got a pincer attack going. Musashi has snuck down. And he is in the dock room right now, pausing to give Monk, D-Monk. And he's almost got the docks. Whitface arrives at the dock room just in time to cut him down before he can grab the docks. Forsaken arrives. Nadius arrives.
Looks like Forsaken had stolen some pants. Forsaken had stolen some pants. The sneaky little bugger decided to go through the back way and stole some pants.
Dynamite planted.
I hope you washed them.
I can tell you, Whitface can be thanked by ETX right now. He managed 3 in a row, defending the docks all by himself. The rest of his clanners have arrived there. They're setting up a defense now.
Looks like the ETX boys have got a nice little setup going on. It looks like also the dynamite planted on the west is just blown. So I'm anticipating an ally push from that direction.
Yeah, we're surely going to have a pincer attack going on. That's what I would do anyway. Then again, my clan
precisely.
never wins
I'm sure
anything.
that the captains, I'm sure the captains would be commanding some form of push that way.
Alright, we've got a push going on. Coming through from the top behind the Axis spawn. Nadius is the last medic in line. Dashes through, he's reviving Spud. He's supported by Forsaken. I'm going to follow Nadius. This guy is hardcore, man.
He certainly is.
He is camping, waiting for some anal action. Here come ETX, taken out by a Panzer.
Oh, Vittori! It's Vittori. Oh, goodness gracious me. Vittori, he loves that spinner, that bloody... Oh, I don't know if I would rate them as much, but what do you reckon, Chrisis? Do you rate Vittori that much in the cricket?
Oh, he's alright, eh? He's alright on his good days. I know that he dealt it to the South Africans the last time they played, but hey, this is not cricket. This match is not cricket now. We are not having a lot of long pauses. Oh, just as I speak, it looks like objective. We've got a bit of a pause in the action.
No, there's definitely not going to be any drink breaks around here, and definitely not going to be rubbing those balls. No seamers here. Let's get on with the show and see what's happening. And it looks like the objective's been taken.
Has it?
And it's been
Oh my
capped.
word! It's been capped. I don't believe it. We've gone to sleep. When did the objectives get taken? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, your shoutcasters are fast asleep tonight. It's just like cricket. We've had the docks stolen. We've had them.
Like cricket.
We've had them delivered. We've got the door open, and we've got crossfire going on right now around the cistern. Spud, Musashi, Vittori, they're hitting carnage, cutting down the axis. Plant does not go down.
Oh, the plant is inevitable. It's inevitable. It is.
There goes
It's
the
going to be
plant.
down. It's going to be laid.
Musashi gets a plant, but not before Vittori fell off the railing into the swimming pool before being able to get that double plant down that they're so fond of. Here come Clan ETX. The Triads are here. We've got an airstrike going down. 15 seconds to go on the dynamite.
Musha still sneakingly around that his dynamite, protecting it, and it looks like they're going to successfully hold it.
Oh, and we've got the docks capped, the objective taken, and the clock set to 6:01. 6:01, ladies and gentlemen.
That was intense. I didn't expect for them to actually get there so quickly. It looks like from the start they had no idea what they were doing in the complete whole match, and then suddenly, just out of nowhere, they all get together and boom, they know where they're going. So it's just like it all happened at the right time. And if you've just joined us, the game is currently 1-1, and they've just set it to 6:01, and it looks like ETX have got a job on their hands.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is crunch time. ETX must beat 6:01 to win this match. Standing at 1-1. MGL custom map heaven really brings them to their knees, doesn't it? Even the more experienced clans gives the noobs a bit of a chance, doesn't it? Players are ready up.
Definitely. I wonder what Michael's going to be saying here to his lads. What do you reckon, Chrisis?
Well, I've heard
Got
that
any ideas what he's doing?
Apparently he's quite quiet on comms generally. He seems to keep to himself. Apparently, that's what I've heard. May be wrong. In a situation like this, I'm sure he'll be raging the team up.
Hello.
That's what his job is going to be right now, I think, getting a fire lit under their asses.
He's probably thinking, oh, Jesus, stuff this, Thompson. I want an AK-47.
Nah, man, that's not gangster enough. He wants an Uzi. Couple of
Uzi, of course, an Uzi. Yeah, he's got to take him out with an Uzi.
Couple of suspension.
He's got a bit of hustling to do, old Mike.
Oh,
He's
that's
got
right.
some hustling to do today.
That's right, a bit of drive-by action. I'm sure he's missing the truck that we have in Supply Depot that's ideal for gangster-style drive-by shooting with that Uzi.
For sure.
Just waiting for 7 players
Let's
to ready
see
up.
if they can produce the goods.
4 players. The Axis team is ready. Axis team is Team Illusion.
Affirmative.
Looks like Team Illusion have all readied up, and so has the other side, and we are set to play. 16 seconds left on the clock.
Fight.
Alright, game is on, ladies and
which
gentlemen.
direction ETX?
Now I'm telling you right now, I don't want to fall asleep. I'm so embarrassed about falling asleep early on with that dock grab. I'm tempted to camp in the dock room, but that's not where the action is. The action right now is outside the forward bunker. We have ETX doing a push on the west gate.
Dynamite planted.
Double plant going down on the west.
Successfully put the plant down. They've got the plant down, yes.
Nihilist is heading through the passages. He's going for a grab. In fact, the forward bunker has been grabbed by Captain 581 in support of D-Monk, and they're heading through to the east now.
Strangely enough, that flag looks like a Kiwi flag. Is that something kind of patriotic by the actual by KJ, or?
Oh yeah, that's one of the features of ET Pro version 3. You get to put in your own PK3s containing images for the flags. You'll see that, for example, the Axis flag doesn't have any swastikas or anything like that. I don't know if that's normal, but it is the case now. KJ has put in a couple of custom images. Of course, the more famous and
KJ loves the Kiwi flag. He loves the Kiwi flag. He'll fly it up all high. Sorry for putting on that Australian accent.
Okay, so west is down, east is down. Let's see if they get the command post up. That's going to be vital in setting a time that beats 6. But no, there they go, waltzing past. Oh, hold on, we've got ETX Whitface. He is a covert op. He's just come through the tanks, and he is wearing Musashi's pants. He's doing a bit of a sneak.
It looks like they've been stopped here. ETX tried to go for a rush to the docks, and they were met by some fierce crossfire, and it looks like they have got a covert as well.
Yeah, they've got a covert. That was Whitface, but he unfortunately was cut down very smartly by Natius, who of course had to pack himself back up with self-healing medpacks.
What is Captain 581 doing? He's jumping up and down, firing his pistol into nowhere randomly. What is the guy on? I think these guys should be tested for drugs. Honestly, seriously. He was just sitting there by himself, jumping up and down, firing into the sky out of nowhere.
I would guess that he was probably calling his troops to where he was. Probably saying, come over here, where the pistol is firing madly into the air. Gangster style.
Was either that, or he's taking something illegal.
I got no comment to that.
Well, I'm sure he'll be alright, but, you know, that would be kind of gangster.
Oh yeah, hardcore.
Very. And it looks like we've got Forsaken proning down the bottom. Some nice proning work there, wiggling his butt away.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 minutes 30 left to cap the docks. I think that they need at least 30 seconds to get from the dock room through the fastest route to the cistern. So we're going to know, with 1 minute to go on the clock, whether we're going to have who's going to take this match. We've got 1 minute to that point to go, and it doesn't look like ETX is making many inroads. Once again, they're attacking in dribs and drabs. This time, Illusion have really set up a strong defense. They've got mines at the doorways. They've got players camping with med blankets just inside the doorways. They've got a couple of players on the rooftops. Looks like Kato figured out that you can stand on the roof over the docks.
I'd have to tell you there, Chrisis, 666 doesn't look that bad in the match in this game.
Objective taken.
Especially on this map, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks like it's actually made it quite even and obviously diversified these strats. But of course, there are people that are obviously towards the 7 versus 7. But I'd say I'd go for both. What do you reckon?
Objective taken.
Well, in scrims that I've played before, where pubs have ended up joining after the scrim, and we've gone up to as many as 10 versus 10, the map becomes virtually unplayable. Full holds are quite common. So yeah, 6 is good. 7, yeah, I would say 7, but that would be the absolute maximum. Oh, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the good games should start going out right now. We are down to 50 seconds to go. The keycard is still secure in the dock room, and it looks like Illusion come from behind to take the match.
They certainly have come from behind, and they love coming from behind. The Illusion boys, run by Colt, the biggest behinder.
Oh, is that the captain?
Comer of the behinder.
Is Colt the captain?
He certainly is. As far as I know, well, when I wasn't ill, he was the captain. And it looks like his team is going to be successful tonight.
5 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 5 seconds and the action is over. We've got a couple of team kills. And that is it. Axis win. The Allies could not beat the clock, which means that we have a result. We have a result indeed. Clan Illusion take the match 2-1.
Oh, fantastic match. Bit of a nail-biter there, and I thought ETX did really well, eh? They've done really well to actually take that point. Good on them for having a good battle.
Oh yeah, awesome. They really did very, very well. I was very impressed. Look, they were helped by the fact that Illusion were not very well prepared for this match. It didn't look like they had played much